Testing, testing. 1, 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2. All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Point of Play Golf Club Kiddies competition. So the Point of Play Golf Club has been having a kids training, golf training, over the last probably about a year and a half, and they've been practicing very hard and under the coaches with the program here at Point of Play, and they have decided to do a drive, chip and putt on a 6-hole competition today on this beautiful day at Sunday, and they came out very early from 7:30 this morning. So we're here doing a live stream, see the kids in action, just like the PGA. And we have some coaches here on the greens, and we have some kiddies here getting ready to take the tee. So they'll be teeing off, coming up to the hole. This is hole number 14, and we have a little girl here. She's practicing a swing, coming up just from about 150 yards. And she swings. What a great shot. Just slightly off to the right, but very good shot, and she actually put it into a very good position to come onto the green. And we have some other kids here will be starting to get ready shortly. At that tee off point, it's a closer tee off than what the seasoned golfers would tee off on, and we have a left-hander here. He's taking a practice swing. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I went through that in detail. I said, Gail, I asked her to you all that details. I was like, okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. So what the all I put on this one was the light stream. Oh. Right, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alright, hold on. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, just well, yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. Send me. I can check it and make sure it's up. So, yeah. You mean the commentary? Okay, but yeah. Alright, okay. No, no, no. I know. Yeah, yeah, I understand. Yeah. 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 All right. Oh, good. Morning. Morning. I'm not from our friend. Yeah. All good.
Morning, morning.
No, just a few links for a few coming back. I don't know if that's anybody see it weekend. I was on how it looking. And message me, right? Don't call it. Message me and tell me if you hear any comments here. But you gotta look for like I said, you yeah, you'll have to look for like a 10-15 minutes because of that busy enough. Alright, so we're back here at the Point of Play Golf Club. So just streaming here and looking at the kiddies enjoying a great game of golf. And we have a group that's coming up to hole number 14 green. For those of you who play golf at Point of View, you know the hole number 14. And we have some kids that'll be putting shortly. Coach. Yeah. Right, so some kids that be coming up to the flag there. And they'll be putting very shortly at a very stiff competition. And they've been putting in a lot of work over the last year or so. And they've been doing a great job improving their skills under the coaches, professional coach Ronald Bishop, coach Anthony Benny, one of the most renowned golfers in Trinidad over the years. And we have someone here that's getting ready to putt from about, I would say probably about 15 yards away, a long putt. Let's see. Rolls up to the green. Oh, and stops short. And I think that, this is a very, very good opportunity for the kids to build their skills, understand competition. Kids getting ready, going out back to school very shortly. And this is something that's going to add a lot of opportunity for them in the future. And we just had a putt coming in here as well. I just stopped short about to the flag, probably just about 2 yards. And the competition here is stiff, these two young ladies. And yes, that's what it's about. If you want to get onto the PGA, you have to practice and play and, have lots of competitions. It's only going to make us better golfers as we grow older. And we know golf is one of the most challenging games around. But it's also a game you can't play for till you're very old. And we have another golfer putting in here an excellent shot going up to the green and very, very close to the flag, just about, I would say, probably 8 or 10 inches away from the flag. And what an excellent shot. And I think he's probably making 2 shots into the green. And that's a good finish there. And now we're going to have the 2 young ladies. They are going to finish off their putting stroke today. She comes in closer, but you know that hill, there's a slight hill on that green, poses a little challenge. And you know, for the ones who are a little bit inexperienced, it's gonna be a little more difficult to get it directly into the hole. But that's what these competitions, kids competitions, are about. It's to learn and experience all these different challenges while on the golf course. That's a putt going in there. Oh, and she actually played for the break onto the flag. And almost got it. Just overshot just by about a yard and a half. A foot and a half. So we're seeing here where they are really putting the focus and concentration to get the ball onto the green and into the flag, into the hole. Well done. I think that was an excellent putt there. And now we're going to have the last competitor. She's going to try and finish up this hole. She's going to try and finish up. And what's a good finish to this group. They're taking part in the 6th hole, I believe, the 6th hole competition. You get? I think on this one.
I get the message, but I can't click on it. Yeah, you can't click on it. What's that swing on?
No, that one.
The one you want? Yeah, I'm trying to.
You want that one?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
No. It's on the road.
That's the last of it.
Just touch it. Touch it. So we have the coaches here on the green. They're preparing for the putting competition that will take place after the 3-hole and the 6-hole. And some of the other kiddies, they're getting ready to play some other holes further down the fairway. They'll be probably going on to hole numbers 12 and 13. But for this competition, they'll be teeing off just about 120 yards away. So it's a drive, chip and putt. And for those of you who remember your days as early golfers, you would have started off playing drive, chip and putt, you know, having a bit of fun, just understanding. So it's a very, very good day, and you know, we've had a very good turnout in this program over the last year and a half, even during the COVID pandemic.
Okay, I will you send it to me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
So,
And what I need is some information like We have to identify the kids, but I don't really want to mention the kids' names. Yeah. So it's just like about today in the program, all the kids' names. Anybody wants to mention anything, want to just try to talk, but I'll try to try to talk.
Yeah, no problem.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah. And what? If you have time, you're just listening.
Okay.
So, see what?
Yeah.
Right, so we've seen a lot of activity here. A lot of activity down at holes number 12 and 13. The kids will shortly be coming back up to hole number 14 for some more fun of the hole. It's a very calm, very calm day. Not a single breeze is blowing. Everything is very still. Everything is just at very calm. The school as well, probably getting a bit humid, but it's better than having rain. It's with rain it's going to be very difficult playing golf, but all part of sports. So there's a group coming up that'll be driving off, coming up to hole number 14. And for the kids program here at Papgc Golf Club, we've had some sponsors and special thanks to Caribel, the Kenson Group of Companies, Master Key Printing Services, Bridge Control Services, Omega Chambers, Octavo, OGs, E&I, and special thanks obviously to all the parents who have been very instrumental in making sure this program is successful. And with having their kids present, having the discipline to bring them out for training and for coaching, and sports is about building that discipline and having everyone ready, having everyone to participate in something that is going to teach a little bit about competition, teamwork, working together, all these attributes that is so important for the development of kids and adults. We learn that at a very young age, and it's opportunities like this in clubs and sports clubs, especially in a very vibrant one like the Papgc Golf Club, where there are a lot of kids programs. They have a lot of adult competitions, having the monthly medals, a very good strong membership. So as the kids get ready to tee off, we have three of the coaches. Mr. Benny, Coach Benny, walking around with the blue flag in his hand. One of the legendary pro golfers here in Trinidad, has done a lot for the game over the last years. And he's heavily involved in coaching all age groups, all levels. Next to him is Mr. Ronald Bishop, who's also a pro. And he's very active as well in the program. So you see the kids there, they're getting ready for the tee. And they'll be coming up to hole 14. So the teams here of the kids, they've been accompanied by the coaches coming up, and that was a wonderful tee actually, just slightly to the right again, but it's just about 25 yards from the green, so it's a very good tee off there. It goes to show that the work that the kids have been putting in during the program has been excellent. And they've really practiced hard and they're looking forward to today. Always good to have these competitions. And I think the plan for the club is to have kids medals, where they could play on a monthly basis to develop their competitive skills that will take them on, hopefully, to become the next Steve Memes. And here we have an ex-youngster. He's taking his mark, aligning himself, taking his stance. Well, I think he sees something, just double checking his direction, which is so important. Well, that was a good tee off there. Actually went very straight down the fairway, directly in line with the flag on the green, but just about 20-25 yards back again. But again, very, very good tee off, and again, that shows the great potential by the kids here in this program. We have a left-hander. It's very unusual to see left-handers. Probably the next Phil Mickelson. I'll be taking the tee off here, coming up to hole number 14 as well. He takes his mark. He's all aligned and ready, and he swings. Just hits a little bit short, but I know sometimes, when you get onto the tee box, the nerves takes the better of you, and it's sometimes a little bit difficult to focus and concentrate, but that's all part of the learning process. Actually, when we were setting up this morning, we saw a very seasoned golfer. He teed off and he hit what we call a boomerang shot. The ball hit a tree and came right back at him on the tee box. It was very interesting to see, but all that happens in golf, and that is all part of the game. So while we wait on the other tee, just take you back to the green, where we have another one of the coaches is setting up a putting game, and he's just practicing his putting skills. And these coaches obviously have been involved with golf for many years, and they've been sharing their experience. And he's actually practicing the break going into the hole. And looks very good. He seems to be well acquainted with this number 14 green. And for those of you who play golf at Point of View, sometimes number 14 green could be very tricky. And but that's what it's about. Practice makes perfect. And we're going to take you all back down to the tee box. We have the kids just waiting, and our youngster is going to play his second shot, practicing his swing. And we must commend the kids for their determination, their focus, to really come out in this competitive environment to try to put on a good showing, to show their skills. I think that is very commendable of the kids, and as well as their parents for making it possible. So the group now is going to advance to their second shot. Every golfer will walk to their location and then realign themselves and be able to take it up to the green once again. Oh, this is a good shot, very good shot. Get some good distance coming down the middle of the fairway. And for those of you who are not too familiar with golf, but golf is a very brutal game. It's a game that sometimes you have a very good day, sometimes you have a very stressful day, and performance wavers a lot. It's something that you really have to be practicing hard and have that mental focus with. So it teaches you a lot of mental preparation and mental ability to do well. You know, a lot of other sports actually, they actually use golf as an opportunity to learn that mental focus and mental toughness, which is very important in any sport. So this group here, they'll be coming up shortly to number 14 green, taking their positions to their ball. So very shortly we'll see the kids coming onto the green. They just have to go find their ball and take their next shot. And the coaches coordinating the golfers, keeping them focused. And here we have one of the players coming into the frame now. He'll be taking a shot just about, probably, I would say, 20 yards out onto the green, and hopefully he's going to make it a good shot. He's supported there by one of the parents. His parent, in fact, is his father. He'll be helping him, and okay. He takes his stance, takes his practice swings. Very important in golf to take your practice swing, get those muscles ready, get your mechanics all ready to play the shot. Let's focus. Swings, excellent shot, and it's actually on the green. But the greens are very, very, very fast, and the ball went just over the green. But it was a very good shot to get onto the green. And you know, with the dry weather that we've been having over the last, I would say, month, you know, it's been the greens are very hard. And then we just saw a shot come onto the green there from another one of the golfers, and again, very good shot, just on the slope before the flag. And walking onto the green here, we have Mr. Aidan Ali, one of the top junior golfers who represented Trinidad and Tobago in 2021 as a junior golfer. He's one of the assistant coaches here in the Point of View Golf Club program. And we have a green shot here now, shot on the green from just about 15 feet away. He's practicing his putting strokes, make sure he's confident. Looking on, waiting for the other kids to come onto the green. So we have two people onto the green. We have one other player in this group that needs to get onto the green before the putting competition starts. And As they say, the real game of golf is played on the greens. So very shortly we'll be seeing the 3 golfers on the green and they'll be putting. So he's still waiting on this player. He's lining himself up now to it onto the green. And you'll see a ball up here and there. Rolls it just past the flag again. Again, the greens are super fast. It's so fast that even some of the pro golfers are getting a lot of trouble on the green these days because of how hard it is. The ball is traveling very quickly. And you know, for the kids, it's a very good experience because they would have started their program during the rainy season. And you know, gotten accustomed to the course being a bit soft, sometimes wet. So now they're into the dry season and they have to adapt. So again, very, very important life lessons here. They've been learning in this competition and learning in the program, in the junior golf program. Now Sophie, I never feel back. I don't know anything. Right, my corner of this one. Put up your put on the clock, drop on that.
Not yet.
Corner.
Yeah.
So this group, they're going to be finishing their putting here now. And we have one of the youngster, the lefty. He's taking his mark, aligned. And he had to go up a slight hill into the hole. So he's going to be pushing it up the hill, but it's very steep. Very steep. So he'll have to take another shot again to try and get it closer to the hole. You know, and sometimes when we play golf, we hit that ball so hard, we get onto the green. Probably 1 shot, 2 shots, but it takes us sometimes 4 or 5 shots to get it in the hole. But that's what the game is about. It's not easy. You know, many people look at golf and they think it's a senior citizen sport. But as you can see here from this competition, there are lots of juniors around, lots of kids golfers. And it's a very, very enjoyable game. And I think it's one of the only games that you play against yourself. You know, always a different day, a different game. Here we have another one of juniors. He's going to be putting uphill slightly. And he takes his stance. Very good roll. But again, that hill, that slope on the green is playing, you know, it's playing a little trick with everyone because even the flag position may be a little bit tricky. So he's just about 2.5 feet away from the flag, which is excellent as well. So hopefully in the next shot he'll get it in. We have another youngster there now. He's going to take it up to the flag. Yes. Right. Yeah. All right. You didn't share the stream on the membership card. Oh. talk to all you. I am going to share. All you have to share before they want to. Right. No. Yeah. No, it's a live streaming or just going on? Right, and that was an excellent potting competition there on that group. And we take you over now to another group that's going to be teeing off, coming up to hole 14. A young lady, she swings. Very good shot. Yeah, let's see how far she gets it up. Again, slightly to the right, but very good distance. Just about probably, I would say, again, 20 yards off the green. So I think the kids actually have a plan. They're actually, you know, going to focus and plan their game where they hit it just short of the green, and then they're going to have their second or third shot to get on the green and hopefully 2-putt or 3-putt. And that is what is going to help them be successful in this tournament. But with kids just coming out and having fun on the day, observing all the COVID protocols, having a good time with their friends, and just before they go back out to school this week, it's a very enjoyable occasion for them. And it's a very nice atmosphere here. So we have a next youngster, a young lady. She's taking the tee, focused again, aligned. When she swings, a good shot again. And a bit low, but she gets the distance, and that is excellent because it stays right on the pathway to the green coming up the fairway. So I think that's a great shot here by the youngster. Right, and we have another youngster here now. She'll be taking her tee, taking her mark, and going through the process, which is very important in golf, that you have to go through that process to get yourself aligned, get yourself focused, and be able to contact that ball. And a great shot again, but I think most of the kids are going just off to the right, but that's okay. That's all part of it. That's all part of the game of golf. Not everything will go straight. So the kids now, they'll be taking their time to get to their ball to hit their second shot, and then hopefully be on the green within a few minutes. I just want to mention the sponsors again. Omega Chambers, Octavo, OJs, ENI, Caribel, Kenson Group of Companies, Master Key, Printing Services, Bridge Control Services have all been supporting the program. And with these programs, you always need the support to get refreshments, to get equipment, to help out on the course as well, for the coaches, and lots of volunteers. All the parents who have been volunteering. I think kids programs like these obviously have a lot of contributions by the parents, and that is what you need to make a program like this successful. And see a slight cooling of the weather now. A slight, very, very slight drizzle is upon the golf course. Much needed water during the dry season. Very shortly we'll be seeing the kids coming onto the green at the number 14 green for them to be putting and to finish their number 14 hole.
Watch it, go.
Umbrella. It's really just the power supply and the laptop. You mind or you okay with that? Or?
Yeah,
Just go in front and you just cover it.
I won't block anything, eh?
No, the camera. No. Right, so we're back on number 14 green and we have the kids coming up onto number 14 green for to finish off that hole and putting into the hole. But you know, again, it's one of the most challenging parts of the game of golf. Getting that small ball into that hole. But it's very good that they have that determination to make it through. And we have just a slight drizzle coming down here now. Hopefully it should pass. So the youngsters are getting ready to finish this hole number 14. And we have the youngster just carrying the ball a little bit closer to the hole, probably just about 4 or 5 feet away from the hole. And she's going to finish off her putting. Oh, just close, very, very close to the hole. She'll have to take one extra shot. Oh, a bit too hard. I know golf is a game of patience, you know, for even as the seasoned golfers, they have to have a lot of patience in getting that ball there. And she's finished, and we have the next golfer. It's going to try to get the ball inside. Probably a little bit of nerves. You know, you must feel anxious because, you know, this is the important part of the game. And she's just about 2 feet away from the hole. She's going to line up, take her time, and try and get that ball there to finish off her score. Oh, just off to the right, but that's a very, very difficult finish. This hole is a very tricky hole. Reminds me of when I play. You know, we have that experience where it takes 10 shots sometimes to get onto the green, but all that's part of the game. And here we have this last youngster in this group. She's going to finish off now. Take some mark, and that important putting practice swing, so important to get the balance of the club. Oh, good shot though, but just around. You see the ball there, taking the break. And she stoops just to line up again. You know, want to make sure that you get it in the hole and you don't have to have any extra shots. Very well done there. Very, very well done by the youngsters. Finish up on that green.
Wicked rain, man. If they fall in,
I went to read that 10 times to the floor.
I call him, I did. Hold on.
You could have called me and I'm sure I got 10 minutes. I'm going to have 2 pence here. I'm going to come on here.
And we have here joining with us here this morning Mr. Kalam Sukur, the Director of Golf Operations at Point Up Golf Club, and he's also the Public Relations Officer with the TTGA. So he's going to join us in the commentary booth for a few seconds to say a few words on behalf of the club and this junior program. Mr. Sukur.
Thank you very much, Dwayne. It certainly is a pleasure to be here with all this excitement this morning. Since yesterday, I've been looking at the kids coming to practice for today and seeing the excitement that they have generated. So it's a great pleasure to have here. We have over 35 kids in this Kiddies program at Point Up here, and they are all doing very well. Thanks to the coaches and thanks to Mrs. Gail Ramdeen, who single-handedly arranges all these sessions. Thank you, Dwayne.
All right, Mr. Sukur, that's an excellent summary of the program. A very successful program, as you mentioned, as a very good collaborative effort by everyone coming together with the parents and the sponsors, and a beautiful course here at Point Up here. So very shortly we'll be having another group of kids coming up to number 14 green. And when they finished with the 3-hole and the 6-hole competition, they'll be having a drive, chip and putt. Especially for the younger ones, the very small golfers, the very young golfers. And we have Coach Mr. Ronald Bishop, one of the pros. He's directing the Kiddies on the green for a putting competition.
The first block is 5 points. The second block is 10 points. The third block is 15 points. The fourth block is 20 points. So we want to get the ball in the anyone in the block to get in. If it's out, backside.
No point. So you want to get them and get them the ball in the
Guys, couldn't take me.
okay? Well, understand that?
You'll get my last class.
Alright, so we could use a putter, we could use a iron, which is a wedge, whatever. Any club you think to use, one can one. No. Right? So, you could putt, you could use a chipper, whatever. Which one you use? Okay. So we in line with this man, right? The ball in line with this man. It can't be in front. So start up and get it.
Now go in. This fourth form. Listen.
Anyone in the block, you're going to the box. You got a point. The first block is 5 points.
These two blocks, you got 5 points.
Second is 10.
Second two blocks, you get 10 points.
Third, you get 15 points. The last one is 20
points, right?
So you have in the camera now Mr. Brett Fortune, a very, very good golfer here at Point Up here.
He's a director.
He's also a director here at the Point Up here Golf Club, and he's actively helping out here with the junior program, and I think they know how important this junior program is to develop the next generation of golfers. You know, and hopefully within this group we'll have some future professional golfers who go on to play on the PGA and international tournaments. And you know, the next Steve Meems, a golfer who started his playing days here at Point Up here, and he's now on the international PGA and up to recently doing extremely well. So just in the Champions Tournament, he's been playing in Champions Tournament very well, and very shortly we'll be seeing another group of kids coming on. So one of the younger groups, they'll be coming up here shortly, and we have one of the coordinators for the junior program, Mr. Joel Mahabir, there with the white pants. He's also assisting with the program and the coordination today, and we have a youngster. He's going to take a swing now and takes a practice. He's going to get up to the green. So this is excellent that we see the parents, the coordinators, the coaches, they are with the kids, helping them to make sure that they have a successful tournament today, because obviously it's going to help them build some confidence for the game. I know with golf is a game that you need a lot of confidence. So we're hoping that after today's tournament, the kids will feel much more comfortable playing. And what a great shot there, slightly again to the right, but in the fairway, and she's going to have an next try coming up to the green. So we have another youngster here being guided here by Mr. Joel Mahabir, you know, helping to align a shot. So important to keep that ball straight.
Next serve, we have done.
So she takes a mark now, lines up behind the ball. Good swing, a bit low, but along the ground and stays in the fairway, which is most important. So she's going to have a second good shot coming onto the green.
Come this way for now. Right? When you finish, you come on this side. So I'm going to know that you are completed. You come on this side.
So we have groups keep coming up here at number 14 there. And number 14 here, very Very famous hole here at Point Up here. And you could probably hear the parrots in the background. A very environmentally friendly golf course. You know, lots of wildlife around. Sometimes we're lucky to see caimans. We're lucky to see Moroccoid turtles. We're lucky to see parrots, different types of birds. So many people come to Point Up here. They enjoy it a lot just for the scenery, just for the exercise. You know, a very competitive golf course as well. Some people say it's one of the harder golf courses. But, you know, once you can play, we can make it easy. So just now the kids will be coming up to the green. Right, so that group there, they getting ready to come onto the green, and they probably just about 25 yards away from the green. Coaches and the coordinators are helping them to align themselves to get the ball onto the green, so to make it easier for them. And you can see a very good technique there being displayed by the youngster, getting some nice lift. And just as this group is coming onto the green, that group of three, we have a putting competition that is taking place for the youngsters, and Coach Benny and Coach Bishop is coordinating. You can see them in the frame, and we have the youngster just off the green, trying to get the ball into some squares or grid on the green. It's one of those putting drills that even big people do, or good golfers practice to ensure that putting is in order. And once again, we want to thank the sponsors for this Kiddies program. They have been supporting all along the way to make sure kids have the equipment, have the refreshments, have the necessary support, you know, to make these programs possible. And we have Bridge Control Services, Omega Chambers, Octavo, OGs, E&I, Caribel, the Kenson group of companies, Master Key Printing Services, So just off the tee box here, we have another group that'll be teeing off shortly, just waiting for the fairway to clear and waiting for the greens to clear because the greens right now are pretty busy. So they've been supported there by their coaches again, you know, giving relevant guidance. And we see the sun peeking out now, good sign to help us along. So we have some kids now getting ready to tee off at hole number 14. A youngster again, she's taking her tee, taking her mark, taking her practice swing. I will shortly be taking a shot. Oh, good shot again, and again, slightly to the right, but again in play, which is important. And they'll have a good second or third shot to get it onto the green, which is what we're hoping for. But again, the competition, well planned, well executed by the committee here at Point Up here. And we have an ex-youngster who will be taking her mark as well now on the tee box. And taking some good practice swings. She lines up. Swings again. Very good shot. Just screens off the tree on the right. And goes on to number 12 fairway, but that's okay again because the ball is still in play.
Next we have green. Green F.
So right now the group just before, they're coming onto the green now, and they'll be finishing off this hole number 14.
What's your name? Tamara, hold on here. Hold on. Hold on a second. Yeah.
So that group has finished teed off, and we have some action now onto the green. Just cutting over here. Kala. No, let's come on this side.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Sure. Right, so we have the action back starting here on the green, and we have the kids finishing up their hole. It's number 14 hole, which is proven to be a very challenging hole because it has a lot of breaks, a lot of slopes, and the position itself of the flag is just off to the right of the green, not in the center as sometimes most people would hope. So the flag is off the right, and if you don't hit the ball, at a very good spot on the green, it makes it very difficult to get it into the hole. And again, a little bit apprehensive with that shot, but again, it's all part of the experience. Under competition, it's always additional pressure. You feel that a little extra pressure to get that ball, and all the years of practice you've been putting and the technique you've learned. It really comes down to your mental preparation and your mental readiness. So there she goes again, getting ready to putt. This is for a second putt on the green. Much better carry there, and actually just off to the right of the flag. And hopefully she'll get it in her next shot. Then we have an ex-youngster now. She's going to be trying to get it in there. She lines up, takes a couple practice swings, practice putt swings. So important to feel that balance in the club, in the putter. Putter is a very personal club that you have to be comfortable with. And very, very good putt there. She actually got it just about 2 feet away from the flag, which makes it easier for her. Then we have Mr. Coach Benny. He's one of the pros again in Trinidad here. He's supervising the putting, making sure everything goes to plan. Another youngster gets it in. So we actually have the 3 golfers in this group. They all went in very close to the hole, and they're going to be going for a next shot now to try and finish off the hole and come. Oh, that one was just about 2 inches away. And so often we see that as well happening on the PGA. Golfers get up there on very, very close, and they 2 feet away from the hole, and it's so difficult sometimes just to finish. And that one extra shot, that bogey shot, sometimes double bogey, makes it even more difficult for us. But even seasoned golfers, seasoned golfers. We play bogey golf. All part of the game. And we can see the intensity, on the greens. That's where the game finishes. That's where you get your score. And you see the Mr. Joel Mahabir, one of the coordinators, assisting the junior golfers to line up. And she's going to try a putt now. She moves into position. and the ball just lips out. Basically goes around the ring. Almost got in. Probably a little too strong. Sometimes with putting, we just want the ball to roll into the hole. That is a very, very hard technique to learn. It's something that only practice could bring. So we have the final youngster in this group. She'll be putting out to finish off. Excellent. She had 3 shots to get into the hole. Very, very good. Or 2 shots, sorry. Very good putting by the youngster. So again, these kids are doing extremely well on this competition. And some of the competitors for today's tournament in the 3-hole, we have Malia Gibson, Liam Gibson, Courtney Jairam Singh, Harper Lane, Shiloh Harper. We have for the 6-hole, Elisa Laborde, Logan Clegon, Anya Ramdeen, Isabella Ramdeen, Matthew Khan, Ariana Khan, and Jody Ramnanan. And the coaches for today, we have the head coach and the pro golfer, Mr. Anthony Benny. We have Coach Sean, Coach Arvin Bim, Coach Chan, and Coach Ronald Bishop. A very good group of elite golfers and coaches to learn from. And the officials assisting with today's competition, we have for scoring Miss Sherry Ann Prague Fortune. The drive, chip and putt competition will be overseen by Mr. Brett Fortune. And then we have the Mr. Joel Mahabir, who you've seen on the course, and Mr. Dixon Hussein, all part of the junior program. All making this a very successful junior program. Keep excited. Hey, do it.
That looking good. That looking good. Okay.
You could mention more business. Yeah, I put some more something for that. Easier supplies. Limited.
Deal.
Don't climb up against him. They always fall. They will fall. Damage all the time. Okay? Don't climb up against him. Okay? And don't go in that position. Fall against something. Very dangerous. Okay, you must not right. You must
Tomorrow?
Very nice. Very nice.
So we have here a lot of action happening on the green. The group just coming in.
Very nice.
And we have one of the parents here, Saram Logan. He's, helping out with his son. His son is part of the program here.
Oh, nice.
And it's always good to see parents, supporting their kids, helping them along, especially in these tough competitions.
Very good.
And back onto the green now. We have this group that's finishing up hole number 14. Very good putt in there.
Very nice.
And we will see one of the coaches on the green. He's coordinating the putting competition by the youngsters. The ones who have just started off golf, and hopefully they'll continue golf. A very, very difficult game, but it's something that will encourage players to develop their skills mentally, physically, technically. Well, it's a game that you have to be thinking all the time.
You do that good. Sounding good football.
Right, so the kids there, it's good to see the kids taking the putting so seriously. They, measuring, aligning themselves. They're making sure that the ball is, aligned to the hole. They have to read the green. Look at all the slopes and the breaks, and she hits. Oh my goodness, just about 2 inches away from the hole. And, one of those putts that makes it so much more difficult when we play. And, we as experienced golfers, find it sometimes even so difficult to get that ball into the hole. So for these kids to be doing this, they're doing extremely well. And, it obviously requires a lot of maturity and practice. And there we have another youngster finishing up. So that was a great finish there by those two youngsters, and we had the last boy in this group. Oh, and he makes it in one. Very good. Always good. I'm sure that they'll feel confident. They'll enjoy the experience. And on the green again, we have Coach Benny and Coach Bishop. They are coordinating the putting competition for the youngsters. And throughout the program, we've had many contributions made by not just sponsors for today, but during the practice sessions that were held Mondays and Wednesdays. We have Mr. Darren Ramdat from EZR Supplies Limited, also assisting with the program and giving contribution and prizes. So EZR Supplies Limited contributing as well to the junior program over the last few months with prizes and for the kids. And again, special thanks to all the parents. We have helping manage and the kids while they're here. Probably from the first day that the kids would have taken up a golf club and attempted to swing and hit the ball. They've been cheering their kids along, which is so important for their development. So we have a group there walking down the fairway. That's the number 12 fairway here at Point Up Golf Course. They're going to be taking another tee box from just about 130 yards off or 120 yards off. And in this 3-hole competition, a drive, chip and putt, for some of the holes here in Point Up, they're about 200 plus 300 yards away. But for the kids at this age, they just use about 100 yards to 130 yards, because, for the kids, they're not strong enough to hit the ball far, but they have the technique. They've been learning all the skills, so they actually, help them with their confidence that when they hit the ball, it goes a little bit closer to the green, which is important. And the sun is coming out now, very nicely. He's creating a nice warmth on the course. And we have here now another group. They've been going down to tee off, and that group there, they'll be actually hitting down to number 12 green, where their backs are facing us, so they'll be hitting away from us, and they will be taking the action back here now to the green, number 14 green. And those are little kids there who are taking part in the putting competition. They're running across now the green just to take a break. You know, with the humidity and the heat, you obviously have to stay hydrated. So this number 14 green has always been a buzz of activity during the kids program. The kids will assemble here at what is known as Mango Alley, a very famous spot at the Point of Fair Golf Course. You know, we cross over onto this extension of the golf course where we have holes number 12, 13 and 14. Actually, this is the hilly part of the course where you have to walk up to 2 tee boxes up some hills, and again, very scenic, very environmentally friendly, lots of wildlife around, a very good environment for kids to be learning. Just in the frame to the right of the frame, we have a youngster with his dad. He's just practicing, you know, trying to get the ball into the hole. And it's so great to see parents coming out to support their kids. Very shortly we'll be seeing another group coming up to this hole number 14, as we have a little break in activities. The kids are getting the opportunity to refresh themselves, take some water, you know, probably have a snack. They've been out from about 7:30 this morning. And we have now that group that was playing hole number 12. They're walking down to their ball down there at hole number 12, and they'll be coming back up shortly to hole number 14. So we have the youngster just bringing the ball very close to the hole there. Excellent shot from just off the green, something that we senior golfers dream of doing. And we can see this little youngster, probably no more than 4 feet tall, 3 feet tall, 4 feet tall, getting that ball just about 2 yards away from the hole. Excellent shot. And with this hole, it's so close to the right hand side of the green, makes it so difficult to keep that aim. You see his dad there helping him clean the paths, and Mr. Coach Benny now is assisting, giving some last minute instructions and encouraging him on. So he's going there for a championship putt. Mr. Harper, that's his name. He's going to be taking the putt. And he's even his dad, just assisting him. His caddy, I should say. Today it's his caddy. Daddy caddy. That's who we have. You know, and in this program we have lots of daddy caddies. We have to learn as parents how to distinguish sometimes between coaching and just being a father, just being a dad, to enjoy it with the kids. So today they're all caddies on the course. Now we have another youngster here. He's gonna take a long putt. He has to go slightly up the number 14 slope here on this green, which has proven to be a challenge. And hits the ball, rolls it up the hill, and just to the right of the hole, and goes back about 3 yards. But very good shot. Just getting it up the hill is a big plus for them. So that slope on number 14 green is very, very challenging. And here we have the youngster again. He's going to try to get it in now. Very good shot. Ooh, just to the left of the hole. About a foot, 18 inches away. He's going to line up himself. His dad is helping him. Lines up again. An excellent shot in the hole. Reminds me of the PGA. This is how golf should be played. And the youngster there now, he's going to be taking his pot shot here. He's just about 3 yards from the hole. And slightly down. Ooh, a bit fast, but the green is fast. So that is the challenge here on this green. A very, very fast green, and with the hot sunshine we've been having over the few days, this is very hard. Oh my goodness, very close again. That reminds me of my game yesterday when I was playing. Had about 10 shots on one hole, and my course record has been 12 shots actually on one hole. And I'm sure there are many colleagues of mine who have that same record. So far we've not seen any hole-in-ones. Probably just now. Hopefully we'll see one. And we have another group here. We're getting ready to come up on hole number 14. And for those familiar with the Pointe-a-Pierre Golf Club on this part of the course, right. Yeah, and we have a group that's played there for about 4th or 5th hole now, and they're actually doing pretty well. And they're ably supported there by one of the top junior golfers in Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Aidan Ali. And this youngster is getting ready now. Takes his mark. Takes a couple practice swings, which is so important to get our mechanics in order to avoid that 10 shot on the hole. Takes the practice swing again, lines up. Wonderful breeze coming across the course now and swings. Very good shot. Very, very straight down the fairway. Actually, this is probably the straightest shot we've seen all day. And again, with the hardness on the ground, the ball actually had a good carry. Rolled probably about 20 yards, taking it even closer to the green. And we have a next youngster now getting ready for his tee off. Looks a strong player. Takes that practice swing, so important. Something that all youngsters need to do. Make sure they focus. Lines up. Hits it a bit low, but that's okay. The ground is hard, so it has a little carry. Just off to the left. But I think with his second shot, hopefully it might be a little bit better to get it closer to the green. You know, as they say, it's not how you drive, it's how you arrive. The real game finishes on the green. We have another youngster here now getting ready for tee off. Left-hander. so rare to see left-handers, but you know, they could finish off their golf career being as good as Phil Mickelson, one of the best left-handed players in the world right now. Taking some practice swings. And hits it just off to the left, a slight fade probably. You know, the breeze probably just picked up at the last minute, so probably had a little bit to do where the ball went, but that's okay. All part of the game of golf. Second and third shots being so important now to reset your game and get it onto the green. But these youngsters have been doing an excellent job in making sure that you know, they enjoy the game, they have fun. They get exercise, especially during this pandemic where it's been so challenging for kids. This is a great opportunity. Golf, a game where you can easily social distance. I'm not sure. We have a gentle breeze blowing across the golf course now. And as you can see, it's like autumn here in Trinidad. Some leaves just falling off the tree. Competition. So we have a group of kids that just came in. Just now we'll be joined by another group on the green. So a bit of lull activity on the field because the kids probably would have finished their 3-hole competition now and finishing up their 6-hole competition. That's Mr. Aidan Ali, junior golfer, top junior golfer in Trinidad, just walking across the course, leading his group. You know, he's one of the assistant coaches with the junior program. Very successful point up here. Kiddies junior program here. You know, and many golfers who are in the fraternity, you know, would play golf until a good age. You know, it's a game you can play from young to old, and it keeps us very healthy and strong. With the amount of walking cover in the point up here golf course alone is probably about 7 kilometers if you play your entire 18 holes, and it's up and down hills, and depending how good you play, sometimes you cover more. or less, in fact. And there we have a youngster in the frame. He's getting ready for his shot, being guided by his dad. He's going to get ready shortly for his shot. Oh, and just had a shot coming to the green there. From just about 30 yards off the green, and he got it just about 1 yard away from the hole. That's a dream shot for me. Would love to be hitting like these kids. I probably need to join the Kiddies program. I think many of the parents here, and in fact some of the seasoned golfers who may be looking at the stream, sometimes you may need to sharpen up your skills. You could probably consider coming to the Kiddies program. Because obviously the coaching here is excellent. And we have another shot just coming onto the green, but because of the slope, just rolls off to the side. But again, you can see the determination by the kids to get that ball up there and finish off. And we have another ball coming onto the green here, just roll past and picks up some speed, probably with the wind, and rolls off the side. But again, it's not one of the easiest greens here at Point-A-Pierre. So the kids are actually getting a good taste of what it is to play some hard golf on this green. We have a kid there just hitting the ball up onto the green. The ball showed itself for about 2 seconds. It just took a roll back. It's again the slope. The slope is what is challenging. You have the youngster. Hopefully he'll make this in one putt. Must be a bit nervous. He puts his mark. Oh, he marks the ball on the green, getting ready for his next shot. And this is the last group in the 6-hole competition. So after this, they'll be tallying the results, and trying to determine who are the winners in their respective groups. But of course, today is not about winning, but it's really about the experience playing this competition. And for the junior program, they're going to have a lot more competitions. In fact, they want to introduce the medal games for the juniors to give them that experience of playing on a monthly basis. So that they can tally their scores and see how they're progressing, monitor their performance. And we have a little friend here. He's going to be putting now from about 10 yards away. Has to go up that slope on number 14 green again. Gets it up nicely. But again, needs a little more push on the ball. So he probably just about halfway through his shot there. And next youngster brings it in closer. Again, just about 1.5 feet away from the hole. Pretty good. We as experienced golfers do this all the time. So we see the youngsters. There are many youngsters here we see could probably compete with us. In fact, they may actually beat us. So we have the 2 more golfers here in this group to finish off. Takes his practice spot swing, moves up to the ball. A gentle breeze blowing to the back and pushes it up the hill again. Very good shot, very aligned, but probably just about a little less than a foot away, and he goes to finish off. Lines up again and inside. Very good. Very good putt in there. Not bad at all. The final youngster takes his practice spot swing, so important again, lines up, Goes into his shot now. And pushes the ball. Oh, and straight in the hole. And a very, very good finish to this group. Very good finish. And what an excellent display of their skills and talent by all the youngsters here on this 3-hole and 6-hole competition. And you can see now one of the etiquettes of golf, where you come together just after your game and you collaborate with your teammates or your competitors in this case, and you tally your scores, double check your scores, make sure the scorecards are correct. So important for golf to make sure the scores are correctly written, and you have someone to verify your scores so that when you submit those cards, you are sure of your scores and you do not get a disqualification. So we see the kids now, they're going to take a break, probably have some refreshments. Yeah, and probably take a few photos before they head out. Getting ready for school from next week here in Trinidad. And we have one more group that'll be coming up shortly. The last two coming up. Yep. So we have here the last group in the 6-hole competition will be coming up now to take their shot onto the green. So they just completed their 6-hole actually, and they'll be going to take some much needed refreshments because they've been out of the course since about 7:30. So it's been a very cool morning actually here at the Point of View Golf Club. Very cool, very enjoyable, good participation, excellent display of skills by the by the junior golfers in this Kiddies program.
He's a friend. Yeah. Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
How you all doing?
Yeah, this group coming up here, we just get on here. Remember, talk to Jane to get some more things here.
So just now some of the kids will be coming back onto the green to just practice their putting. They take the opportunity as they're here already before they go out on their Sunday to get ready for school. Practice some skills. The kids will be just, using the opportunity as they're here on the green to practice. Come here, sit up. Chairman.
Yeah, Chairman.
So we've been joined here in the commentary booth with Mr. Ken Ferguson, the chairman of the Point of View Golf Club Limited, and he has been also the director with the Kenton Group of Companies, one of the biggest sponsors here at Point of View Golf Club, and we're doing an excellent job here, marshalling the troops and the committees here to get all the programs up and running. So, Mr. Ferguson, you want to share any words with the stream?
Sure. Good morning to everyone. I must say it's a wonderful opportunity to see so many kids out here participating in this tournament. And I must congratulate their parents for allowing them to do this. The majority of us who play golf here and enjoy golf never had this opportunity. Never had this opportunity like this. And I think it's a wonderful opportunity at this tender age. These guys and these girls to be participating in a tournament like this. Hope to see that someday, and Team main team from here, someday some of them may be able to play in the PG. I also want to thank the golfing committee of the club for the hard work they have been doing to make this possible. I want to take the opportunity also to thank TPHL, Trinidad Petroleum Holding Company Limited, who gave us this asset to operate and maintain. And also the government for allowing CPEP to help us to maintain this course. Otherwise, the course would not have been in a condition like this. We don't pay a cent for it. Everything that you see here comes from our members, the contribution from our members. So I think they all need a congratulations.
Right, Mr. Ferguson, and do you see some of the senior golfers coming to this program too? Because I think some of the golfers here need some coaching.
Oh yes, including myself. Yes, sure. Because as I said before, the majority of the senior golfers here start late. Yes, and I mean I start late with myself. And one of the reasons for this is, of course, we didn't have the facilities. You know, most of us, our sports was cricket and football. And in any community, you have a ground to play. But a golf course, no way. The golf course was in certain areas. And it's an expensive sport. So, you know, now that you get old, you gravitate to it, you know. And this opportunity, here with this course, and that's why you see so many people participating. And because they now get an opportunity for the age.
Yeah.
As you rightly said, they need some coaching.
You know, golf is a game for life. You know, it's a game that takes you into your older age. And, you know, again, the golf course is looking in such tremendous condition. Excellent work by the committee, the board members, the parents, and even the members coming out and giving their support over the year. And, you know, it's something that we look forward to. And Mr. Ferguson, any closing comments?
Yes, well, I wish I have here with me the golf committee manager here. Director of operation. Yeah, of golf operation. And himself and his team, they are doing a wonderful job. Yesterday we had the golf medal, and this weekend coming, I'd like to say that we are having our the
3-day point at the open.
The 3-day point at the open, which is another big game. It takes a lot of planning, a lot of work. So I want to thank the golf, particularly the golf committee headed by Director Kalam for the tremendous work they have been doing to have this thing ready.
Alright, Mr. Ferguson, thanks so much for joining us here at the Commentary Route for our first live stream of this Kiddies program, and you know, continue, and congratulations to your team for doing an excellent job.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we hear from there from Mr. Ferguson. Upcoming next weekend, more golf action. They're having the 3-day open.
We have a playoff coming up here for the 3 holes, and we have one for the 6 holes also.
Alright, I've just been informed that there's going to be a playoff happening shortly. There'll be a playoff happening shortly. So we're going to see them coming up to the green. So we heard there from Mr. Ferguson that this weekend coming up, the weekend of the 12th, 13th and 14th, there is the Southern Classic, which is a 3-day tournament. We'll see the professional golfers playing and the championship golfers playing cross golf, which is the hardest golf to play. And points from this tournament coming up would be going on to your international point system. So lots of golf happening. So yeah, we're talking about the the Southern Classic that'll be coming next weekend at the Point of View Golf Course. Of course, we're expecting a huge contingent of championship professional golfers coming out. It's one of the biggest tournaments in Trinidad and Tobago, right here at the Point of View Golf Course. And just now we have a playoff coming up here on hole number 14 with a couple youngsters, and they just teed off and they'll be coming up to the green shortly. We'll be witnessing here one of the first playoffs in the Junior Golf Kiddies program.
The 6 holders and the 3 holders, we have 2 playoffs.
Yeah.
You got it? You got the scorecards?
No, I don't.
You want it?
Yeah,
I'll let me WhatsApp it to you.
So again, just has been reminded that there are going to be 2 playoffs. One is happening now, coming up to hole number 14 green, and then we want to have there'll be another playoff just after. Gil, Coach Ben. Yeah, just now coming up to the hole number 14 green, we'll be seeing the first playoff between 2 golfers, 2 very junior golfers. Just to the right of the frame there by the tree, that group coming up there. So we just been joined by Mr. Coach Anthony Benny, a pro golfer here in Trinidad and Tobago. He's one of the most renowned persons played internationally, and the head coach of this junior kiddies program here at Point of View. So, Mr. Benny, how has the program been so far?
It has been excellent. I do like and appreciate the turnout. The parents are showing a great interest in the development of their kids. And what we have done here at Point of View is we have invited the parents to participate in learning the game as well. And there is a big turnout of about 15 parents have picked up the game so far. And the future event goes that we're going to have the parents learning the basics so that they can study for their kids in future events.
That's excellent. So often we see parents coming out to see their children play and they just sit around, but now you actually have them playing and learning the game, so you're actually bringing more players into the game. So are the kids showing that sign of being potential international golfers at this age?
Well, at this age it's a little bit too early to say, well, yes, we have some very talented young people coming out here, but there is like about 5 or 6 3 boys, 3 girls who show the potential to be good golfers. What is in the future, the Point of View Open is the 11th, 12th and 13th, and after that on the 19th and the 20th is when I will be then selecting out of this event juniors that will then be taken onto the golf course to actually play off the tee box, and we will then group them, myself and the team of coaches will then groom them to be players of a higher level.
That sounds very good. I think there's a plan also to have monthly games like this.
Yes, we do have intentions of having a monthly medal for the juniors. Everything looks good as far as it's going. We have about nearly 40 juniors here and climbing up the ladder in the sense of getting more. Anyone that wants to get involved in junior golf here at Point of Air, let me put it this way. There is no better place anywhere in Trinidad and Tobago to bring your kids to any sport than golf, because it's a development of an all-round character building. It teaches more than just golf. It teaches quite a lot. I'm not going to hold back a little bit on what it actually teaches. Bring the kids out and you will see for yourself what is actually involved in the game of golf.
Thank you, Mr. Benny. That is an excellent introduction to golf for those not familiar. And take it from the pro himself, Mr. Anthony Benny. All the hard work and the head coach here. We've seen the skills and the talent that they learn. And again, Mr. Benny, congratulations to you and your team for an excellent program.
Thanks so much, and we will continue to keep it this way.
All right, so we have the kids now up on the number 14 green.
Okay.
They're finishing their playoff. This is one of the first playoffs that they have, and they will be a very competitive playoff here. Not much. This is a nerve-wracking time for senior golfers when you have to go into a playoff. It makes it all so much more difficult, and it's good to have the parents here supporting their kids. And we have here a parent there, and he's encouraging his daughter to get ready for that putt, that magic putt. And she hits, goes in a good direction, but obviously probably just needs a little more strength to get it in. But that is what the game of golf is about. So you see the playoff is happening here. And we have some eager youngsters here just playing on the edge of the green. So excited they are here at the golf course. Wonderful environment. And back to the playoff now. We have the youngster there with the blue cap. He's going to his shot now. His caddy, his daddy caddy, giving him some advice, helping him align himself, and being good shot just up the slope. And I think that's the first. And the ball is rolling just down the slope, but that's okay. It's the first step into getting into this hole, get it over the slope. And we have here in the frame Mr. Arvin Bim, also a pro golfer here in Trinidad. He's one of the assistant coaches with the program and coordinators. He's the guy with the white jersey. And second shot on the green for this young lady on her playoff with the orange ball. And now they go on to the next shot here, going into the hole. And very good shot, just past the hole, just about 6 inches away. And now she has a slight roll down the hill into the flag, to the hole. Very good, and she finishes off there. And her dad congratulates her. Now we have next competitor come up. Oh, he makes it up the hill this time, just about 4 or 5 feet from the hole. And his daddy caddy is giving him some advice now, trying to finish it off this in the least shots as possible in this playoff. Takes his practice swing and tries to get it in. He lines up and hits the ball. Very good shot and straight into the hole. Dad congratulates him. A very, very good playoff there. Very competitive. And we have the scorers now collaborating. Miss Sherry Ann Prague, Fortune, and Mr. Arvin Bim, making sure the score sheets are correct. We don't want any disqualifications in this tournament, which I don't think they would have. And very shortly we'll be having the next playoff coming up. And we saw that group coming up early on. They were playing very competitively. And they'll be teeing up very shortly.
Another playoff win.
Yeah.
We'll finish with the kids. Yeah. And then we'll finish with the putting with the kids here. Yeah.
Right, so we have still lots of action happening. Our second playoff going to start now. And we have them in the frame there. And then immediately after, there'll be a putting competition happening on the green.
If you want a list of the names to call, like when they're putting now, I don't know if that now. I'll be taking the score there though, but I don't know. I can't give it that one. It's alright.
So they're getting ready for that tee shot. Takes his aim, lines up, settles, going through that process before he hits, swings. What a good shot! Makes very good launch angle, very good distance, and we hear the crowd cheering on now. It's a very, very good tee off there, and probably a little bit of assistance from the wind as the breeze picks up at the Point Bay Golf Course. And a little bit of carry again. The ground is so hard, so the ball rolls a bit. So we've seen some very good tee offs here by these youngsters. And now we have the second player in this tee off. And for this playoff, we have three assistants with them. And she takes a swing, a practice swing. Again, so important. Getting all ready and aligned for this tee off. So important. A playoff to determine the winner in this competition. What a good shot. Very good launch angle again. Goes up and over and just to the left of the fairway, but in line with the green. And both excellent tee offs here in this playoff. Looks like to be a very competitive tee off. And the crowd actually now up on their feet, looking at this playoff. And you can see those golfers walking in there, looking like the future professional golfers in Trinidad and Tobago. Being accompanied by a top junior golfer, Mr. Aidan Ali again. And Daddy Caddy, another Daddy Caddy there. Coming up. They'll be on the green shortly. So this looks to be a very exciting finish to this competition. And again, we want to especially thank all the parents who have contributed to this program. They've contributed to the tournament. Sponsors: Master Key Printing Services, Bridge Control Services, Omega Chambers, Octavo, OGs, E&I. Special thanks to Kenson Group of Companies, Caribel, and AZR Supplies Limited for supporting the program throughout the last year. And we have here now this youngster getting ready for a shot. Again, getting that advice from a Daddy Caddy. Takes a couple practice swings, make sure making good contact with the ground. And goes into the shot now. Lines up and swings. What an excellent shot. And second shot straight on the green. And rolls just about 10 yards away from the flag. But excellent, 2 shots onto the green. I think we've seen some professional golfers here in the making. And we'll be joined shortly on the green by this playoff group. And both players now coming closer to the green.
That's a lot of mango. Hey, I got a big one.
So for this playoff, two youngsters will be coming on the green shortly. But one is on the green and there's a waiting for the other with the shot to get onto the green. He's selecting his club just on the left of the frame behind the flag. You can see him getting ready with a white. He has on a white glove. Gets ready, lines up, practices his stroke. It's a very crucial shot here. He wants to stay as close to the flag or the hole as possible. Oh, probably a little bit of nerves there, but the ball did not get on the green with that shot, but that's okay. The game isn't over. He selects another next club, and he's going to get it on now. He's going to take a next attempt. Lines up, takes his aim. So he gets it onto the green, but again, the green is so fast, it travels so quickly across the green. So he'll have to bring it back closer to the hole. Hopefully he can get it in one putt and keep this competition alive. So the two players now in this playoff are on the green, just about the same distance away. And let's see who can make it in the least shots. Finish off this exciting playoff. They'll be coming into the frame shortly.
I'm gonna crush a mango. Look at this one.
The first player hits, rolls the ball up closer to the hole. And we have a crowd here just in front of the cameras. They're eager to see this playoff and to understand how the green is played. So they're taking all their necessary marks, aligning themselves at practice, important practice swing. Coach.
Camera.
So we just want to get this last playoff, and first player comes up close to the hole. Very good shot, just in the frame now, and we hear the crowd clapping. Coach, it's not this camera, it's that camera. You can't ready, but right, and we have the two players a bit close to the hole, right, and so it's proven to be exciting finish here to this playoff. And they have to try and make this in the least shots as possible to determine the winner. And everyone is on their feet looking at this final hole. All the parents, all the caddies, all the supporters, the members of the course. What a good, just left of the hole. And that break, that flag is actually on a slight slope. Takes that practice swing again. And they're finishing up there. And he kindly pots it out. He'll be checking his score now. And we have the last competitor here now. Finish up. Once she gets in, have a very good score. And is it? Oh, well done. A true professional golfer, finishing in style. The least shots there as possible. I think that's the end of the 6-hole competition here for the Kiddies program, or the Kiddies competition. And we can see all the golfers now coming together, the juniors, their parents, the committees tallying the scores, coming up with the final results. And once again, we had the competitors being Malia Gibson, Liam Gibson, Courtney Jairam Singh, Harper Lane, Shiloh Harper, Elisa Laborde, Logan Clegon, and Anya Ramdeen, Isabella Ramdeen, Matthew Khan, Ariana Khan, Jody Ramnanan, and the coaches, head coach Mr. Anthony Benny, Coach Sean, Coach Arvin Bim, Coach Chan, and Coach Ronald Bishop. And the officials for today was Ms. Sherry Ann Prague Fortune and Mr. Brett Fortune. That's him in the frame there, the tall guy with the white jersey, the tallest guy with the white jersey. He is Mr. Brett Fortune. He's in charge of the drive, chip and putt competition. So he's going to be coordinating now a putting competition with the younger ones, the beginners, the ones who've been training hard and learned all the necessary skills in putting, driving and chipping, and they're doing a putting competition now. So it's what they have, the coaches have set up as a grid on the ground. Probably will see it here if I take off. And they're going to be putting the ball into that grid just in front of them. So they're going to be checking, probably their scores, how many balls they get in a particular square. I guess it's a little bit like tic-tac-toe, just with 3 extra boxes. And it's so important to learn these techniques and skills and these drills at a young age, so that as we get older, we go back to the basics. You see many senior golfers playing, and you can see the need to go back to the basics sometimes. So although the junior program is here to help the kiddies, I'm sure that the coaches here can reach out to some of the senior golfers in the fraternity, and coaching, there's no replacement for good coaching. And here we have some of the top coaches here. So the younger kids will probably get a little bit restless, but now they have to step up to the plate. They're going to be doing a putting competition, and in the junior program, the kiddies program I should say, this is what they've been doing, practicing that skill. And it's so important when they are putting that they get the right balance, they have a putter that they're familiar with, they have the right technique, the right focus, their head needs to be still, and hopefully all goes well. As coaches say, trust the process. It kind of reminds me of when you look at the PGA and the professional golfers, and they put so much effort into putting because they know that one extra stroke could cost you a game, and the PGA cost you thousands and thousands of dollars. So at least here the kids are playing for fun. They're playing to enjoy to enjoy the day, enjoy the tournament, enjoy their program. And I think we have the first competitor now. He has stepped up to the flag, and the coach Fortune and Coach Bishop is giving them the final instructions of what needs to be done. So again, And it's very good to see that the youngsters are, abiding by all their COVID protocols, wearing their masks, and taking their time. Oh, very good! And he's in one of the squares. And I've just been reliably informed here by one of the parents that he just earned 20 points. So each grid, it's been played for points. And that's the objective. Who finishes with the most points? I'm sure I'll be winning some prize or some prizes. And we can see that Kiddies golfer, he's so well balanced, has a good technique, his arms is straight. And I'm sure some of the senior golfers looking onto the stream can learn a thing or two from this. And this is what we probably need to do to practice before we play. And I think each player has about 5 balls. To see how many points they can get. Again, this can be a very tense game, the junior golfers, but again, so important, the art of putting. And I'm sure the sponsors and the supporters will be so happy to see the program, the Kiddies program, taking such a good progress over the last few months and culminating here for this cycle in this Kiddies competition. And I must commend the coaches for the wonderful job they're doing. And we have this youngster in a Trinidad and Tobago red jersey. He's on the putting green and he's getting some good points. So far he's stopped in all in the grid and amassing 3 sets of points and keeping it in well within the grid. Right, so that's his 5 balls. And now we have the next youngster. She'll be coming up, taking her instructions from the coach, selecting a putter that is the right size. Again, so important in this game of golf to have the right equipment. A combination of your skills, your equipment, your mental ability, your focus, is important. Coach, just tell him to run us. Yeah, he blocked it. And there she is on the tee box. Right? And she has 2 more balls to amass her points. So far in the grid again. It's going to be very competitive. A very good stance here by this youngster. And you could see the balance in the youngsters. And that means the coaching has been very good and the support by their parents and their practice has been very good as well. We have this youngster now, Mr. Ramdat. Youngster there finishing off his putting and amassing some points. And he has a very professional looking blue golf glove. I'm very excited. I'm sure he did extremely well in that competition. And we have this next youngster, Mr. Ronald Bishop. Coach Ronald Bishop is giving him his instructions. And he'll be putting now and amassing his points for this competition. And again, very good stance, very good technique. Something has been very impressive by these youngsters. They have shown the understanding of the proper technique for the game, which is so important. As sometimes we got senior golfers, we've learned the game, just by playing and not by getting formal coaching. And formal coaching is a very important part of the process. So this is something that I think is very important, to get better in this game. We have this youngster now. He's doing the putting as well. He's a big guy. Oh, and he stays within the grid. He will get his points. Again, all these kids are showing great determination in this competition. Putting competition, something that is so tense. So tense in the game of golf. He's finishing up his putting now. I think that was his last ball, and the scorer is there, Mr. Brett Fortune. He will be taking the scores. And we have this young golfer, very focused, holding her stance after she swings that putter, which is so important to ensure a good follow through and to get the ball rolling. Putting is not about hitting, but it's about rolling the ball and hitting and striking the ball through the line so it goes in the direction that you want. Again, very good and actually very consistent. Speed, critical in this game to have consistent speed and direction. Oh, very good. She's actually amassing more points and she just has 2 more shots remaining. Again, I think that technique that she's been learning has been paying off tremendously in this game, in this competition. And the last ball here, and would it stop? Oh, just off the grid. But that's okay, all part of the game. And we have now another youngster who's going to select the appropriate size putter, one that she feels comfortable with. And she lines up. Coach gives her instructions. Rolls, and very good swing actually. Rolls it very nicely up to the 3rd position and gets some points there. A second shot, rolls again, and you can actually see her rolling the ball, which is important for putting, just to get at right speed. And you know, this is a good opportunity for persons who've never seen the game of golf. You've seen a little bit what it takes to play, and you can see over the last 3 hours how much concentration you need to put into the game and to stay focused. Any changes in concentration makes it difficult for you as a golfer. Oh, and she strikes this one a little bit harder, probably trying to reach a final grid. Just overhits it a bit, and that happens to us senior golfers a lot. You know, we get overconfident, we go and we try to hit harder and end up playing worse. Oh, but very good finish there by this youngster. And again, the scorer is Mr. Brett Fortune. He'll be checking her tally and tallying the results now. And I must commend the coaches. They've been doing a very, very good job during this program. You know, keeping everyone focused, keeping everyone engaged, making sure that the competition is safe, making sure it runs smoothly. Here we have one of the youngsters now taking the instructions. He's one of the younger ones. Who knows, he may be one of the future pros in Trinidad and Tobago. And he's taking his instructions from Mr. Coach Bishop. And just having him out here, just having him participate in this little competition is his success already. You know, at a very young age to get his experience is phenomenal. Look at that, a very good shot and matching some points. And very good effort again. It's not easy for these kids playing a very, very competitive game. Must commend them for their effort here on this day. And this putting competition, bringing it to the last activity, I believe, here on the Kiddies golf competition here for the Point of View Kiddies program. And we have once again, I want to thank all the sponsors who have supported the program. And we have this youngster now, a left-hander. He's finishing up this putting competition. Very good technique again. And trying to get that ball into the grid. You know, when we were youngsters, we played hopscotch. And this one is a putting drill. Very, very important. I think many senior golfers can use to sharpen up their putting skills. Too often we go onto the course and it's very difficult. So that one hits a little bit hard. and with the ground being so firm, it rolls across the grids. But he finishes up nicely to get some points, and the coaches would congratulate them on their efforts for today. So that brings an end to the putting competition for the younger kids, and you can see all the coaches there and the green just having a discussion, just closing off, packing up the equipment. And once again, before we sign off, just want to thank all the sponsors again who has made this competition successful. It's been a beautiful day here at Point of Pierre Golf Club. We've had Omega Chambers, Octavo OGs, E&I. We've had Caribel, the Kenson Group of Companies, Master Key Printing Services, Bridge Control Services, and many parents, all the parents who have supported the program over the last year or so, over the last cycles. During this challenging COVID period, they've been able to operate safely, observe all the protocols and make this program a very successful one. And even the parents who have contributed during the training programs with prizes and refreshments like Easier Supplies Limited, and anyone else who have contributed, congratulations and thanks for your support. And again, congratulations to the Point of Pierre Golf Club, the committee, the board of directors, the chairman for their excellent leadership and their excellent guidance in having the golf course up to such a great standard that can be enjoyed by the kids and the development of the kids. We've seen actually too, just yesterday there was their monthly medal here, and today a kids competition. And then to remind all that next weekend there will be the Southern 3-Day Classic here at Point of Pierre Golf Club, one of the biggest tournaments in Trinidad. Will be played for points. We will see professional golfers, championship golfers, and golfers in different flights playing gross golf, real hard golf. But it's going to be a very, very exciting competition next week. And hopefully these juniors and these kiddies in this program will move on from strength to strength, and they will be, stick with the game of golf. It's a game that you can play for life. And we want to thank as well all the viewers who logged in and looked at the stream. Thank you for your participation online, and stay tuned. Hopefully there'll be many more opportunities like this online where we can stream and share this wonderful game with all. So on behalf of the Point of Pierre Golf Club Kiddies program, and on behalf of the Point of Pierre Golf Club and the members, we'd like to thank everyone again for their support and participation for this Kiddies competition, and we look forward to more competitions coming up. Want to wish you all a great day, safe week for the kids going back out to school. Continue to stay safe and observe all the COVID protocols, and have a great week, and hopefully we'll see you all again in the near future. Signing off now. Thank you very much.